Hi there, it's Rachel from scrappinandhappy.blogspot.com with another Let's Get Crafty episode. So today's card features again the Straight from the Nest cartridge. This cartridge is now available on the Provo Craft website. And it's a fun cartridge to play around with. So today's cuts features, first off, on page 30, this adorable little owl. Now the owl was cut out at 2 inches. I used the shadow feature, the layer feature, the shift key on with the regular button, and then the layer button without the shift for the beak. And then the other cut comes from page 72, and it's actually the background to this fancy pattern here. Cut it out there. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this project. So today we're just using a regular A2 size card, and I've cutting out the pattern paper background that we're using is from the Die Cuts with the View green stack, and I'm just cut it out 1/4 inch less than the card for a nice mat. Now this one here used this bright green paper, however, because I'm using scraps and I messed up with my second cut, I found this piece of green pattern paper, so we're just going to put that down, and you can see I've already gone ahead and used my EK Success punch here. This is a fun punch, and I was trying to make this a more masculine card, so that's why I went ahead and used this. And then I corner rounded the edges just to give it a really nice finish. So we're just going to glue that, stick that down to the bottom. So here's this cut here, cut out from the Straight from the Nest cartridge. Now I scaled this in my design studio so it would fit my card the way I wanted, so I'm sorry I don't have the cutting measurements for this. Then I also used this strip of paper. This is actually left over from a little mini album that I'm making, and I thought it was perfect just to run along here, but I'm just going to trim it to about there. And I'm just going to use this tape here. I'm trying to use up some of the products that I have here, just to kind of make room for possibly new goodies and use what I have instead of always getting new stuff. So this is kind of fun because it uses this pattern paper that was actually I pulled out of my recycling bin. Okay, so that goes on like that. Then I'm just actually going to stick this down because you notice I pot dotted the owl, so I don't want to have it too bulky. So we'll just stick this down like that. So as I said, the owl was cut out with 2 inches. I did all the cuts. I like it on the white background, or the white background for the shadow, because of the eyes. It makes them pop. And then you'll notice here that I pop dotted the beak just to give it a little more interest. The owl is cut out from Die Cuts with the View as well, the green stack. This is just leftover scrap paper in my scrap paper bin. So we're just going to pop dot the owl, as I said, off the top of the page here. Okay, so we'll just stick that on there. And the sentiment that I'm using today, this is going to be a happy birthday card, and the sentiment I'm using is just a Studio G stamp. So their stamps are just perfect for card making. So we're going to just stick that down here. Again, I'm going to pop dot that up. But before I do that, I am going to corner around just the bottom edge of the card. There we go. And we'll just put the happy birthday down here. Oops, I think I missed one of the tapes. We're just going to put the happy birthday down there at the bottom. And the last step is just to go and add my ribbon. But I haven't prepped that, so we'll just do that first. Okay, so I actually ran out of this ribbon, typical when I'm making a video, but just to use up what I have, you notice that I hardly had any. I had enough just to wrap it around, and so what I did is I just fastened it with some tape there. Then I went to my collection, and because I'm going with the green theme here, I tied this bow and cut it off here, and then I'm just going to attach it here with a glue dot. I have the glue dot already there, and then we'll just trim it. And there is my happy birthday owl with the Straight from the Nest Cricut cartridge and 2 just variations of the cards. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Let's Get Crafty. For more inspiration and projects, please visit my blog at www.scrappinandhappy.blogspot.com. We'll see you next time. Bye!